Can how you tie your shoes make a difference in your running? Hello, fellow geeks, and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather, and I am glad you are here today. Now, if you're a runner, then you know that the way that you tie your shoes can make all the difference in the world. It can be the difference between being comfortable and uncomfortable for those long distance runs. And on top of that, if you find that you keep coming back to the same foot problems over and over, despite what shoes you're wearing, then sometimes lacing can help alleviate a lot of those problems. Now, of course, every single runner's foot is different from everybody else's, but you're going to find that there are some ways that you can lace your shoes that can make you feel a little bit more comfortable. So we're going to take a look at some commonly used lacing techniques just in case you may need to change something in how you're lacing yours as well. I'm going to have a link down below to the original article where I got all this information from the ASICS website. So let's talk about some of the most common problems that come up and a lacing technique that can help with it. Let's go. Does your heel keep slipping or moving around in your shoe? Then you're going to want to try heel lock lacing. Heel blisters and excessive wear in the back of your shoe are common signs that your heel is slipping. The heel lock lacing will prevent your heel from slipping out of the shoe and reduce excessive movement to reduce friction that causes blisters and excess wear. You lace your shoes in your usual crisscross pattern until the next to last eyelet. Then thread the lace through the last eyelet so that the lace comes out on the inside of the shoe, creating a loop between the last two eyelets. Finish by crossing your laces and inserting them through the hoops that you've created, and then pull tightly, securing the shoe around your foot. Then tie your shoes as normal. This ensures that your laces don't become loose and it prevents your heel from slipping out of your shoe. If you feel like your shoes are too tight on the top of your foot, then a parallel style of lacing that evenly distributes the laces for better comfort can help you out. You lace your shoes in a parallel fashion by skipping alternate eyelets for each lace and running the lace up the side of the eyelets to reduce pressure, and then tie your shoe at the top as normal. Now, if a change in the lacing style doesn't alleviate the tightness, then double check that your shoes are the right fit for your foot size, width, and your pronation style. If you find yourself getting black toenails or pain in your toes, try this technique called single helix lacing. It lifts the toe box and gives your toes more space. Begin by lacing from the eyelet at the big toe to the eyelet at the top of the opposite side so it goes diagonally across your shoe. With the other lace, make sure that it's longer than the first lace and crisscross it across all the other eyelets, and at the top, tie as usual. If you have high arches, you can adjust the lacing to alleviate the pressure from the middle section of your foot. Just start by lacing normally with a crisscross, then in the middle section, thread the shoelace only through the side eyelets, and then crisscross through the top two eyelets and tie as normal. If you have a wide forefoot, we're going to try a lacing technique that gives you some more space in your toe box. Begin by threading the shoelace just through the sides, and then from the midfoot onwards, then you go back to a regular crisscross and finish with a crisscross through your top eyelets and tie as normal. If you have a narrow foot, then here's a lacing style that can help tighten the top of the shoe for you. Start by lacing your shoes normally with a crisscross, then you're going to skip an eyelet and thread in a crisscross again, and then lace in a usual crisscross pattern. Now, if your feet are wide, here's a lacing technique that will loosen the entire shoe and give your foot a little more space. Start by lacing in your normal crisscross pattern, then thread the shoe in a crisscross on every other eyelet and tie the end as usual. And finally, if you have a high midfoot, you may sometimes feel pressure from the laces on the top of your foot. You can help relieve the pressure by lacing the shoe normally with a crisscross, then thread the shoelace only through the sides. And after the point where you feel the pressure occurring, start tying with your crisscross again. This leaves the high midfoot free so that it's not being pressed down on by laces. So those are some common problems and some lacing techniques that can help you deal with them. Now remember, this is only meant to address minor issues, and if you are still having problems with pain and with shoes, then definitely check with a medical professional to make sure that nothing's wrong, and make sure that you check with your local running store to make sure that you are wearing the right kind of shoe for your foot. So there are some common lacing techniques to deal with common minor foot problems that you may have while you're running. Did you find any of this useful? Have you used any of these techniques before? Why don't you let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a thing. Just click that subscribe button and you'll be kept up to date on all the running content I have coming out all the time. You could also give this video a big thumbs up. Both of those help me get out to more runners just like you. Don't forget to follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for joining me here today. I'm so glad you could be here. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I will see you later.